Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris, and I'm your dad next door. And today we're going to do a nice little short tutorial on how to do an awesome zoom effect for your streaming setup when you're trying to get, that exasperated moment of emotion kind of set out. Usually, typically, this comes in line with like a bruh moment or something like that. But, you can use it for whatever you want. I just want to show you how to make it. So let's do that. Oh, before we get moving too far along, I just want to let you know that every Tuesday and Thursday, I do stream on Twitch and I answer tech questions and situations like these live on stream. So if you guys ever have anything that I haven't created a video for yet or you can't find a solution to, please feel free to come out and check me out. Link to my Twitch channel is in the description below. Thanks. So the way we're going to accomplish the zoom effect is we are going to try to create something that's very Instagrammy, or I really don't know what the definition of that is, but you have a super overexposed exploded version in the background, and then you have your additional zoomed in version in the foreground to try to give it that like additional full screen feeling there. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to go ahead and add in our standard video capture device. And if you have a typical Logitech camera, it usually comes out in a 4:3 aspect ratio, but we want to go 16:9 for this since that's our output. So we will go ahead and change that. And again, if you already have a output set up there, you can make that work to your favor. So we have our camera now set up, and what you can do with this is you can actually replicate this source any number of times. So we can actually copy it and paste a reference, and now we will end up with two versions of the same camera, right? So what we're going to do in this effort is we are going to rename this. I'm going to name this Zoomer, and it's going to rename all of them, right? But that's just so I can kind of just, if you were to have multiple cameras and stuff like that, you could rename a subset of cameras in order to do that or something like that. But anything that you tie into the same source, if you're doing that paste reference, it's going to use the same naming structure for all of those like that. So I now have three different as I'm dragging things all over the place. I should have, oh, hold on. Paste reference. The third one. Try that again. Copy, paste reference. There, now I have a third one. We have this one that we are going to fit to screen. We have number 2. That is right here. And then we have number 3. This one, which is right here. Now we have 3 different versions of this camera floating around, right? And basically the way you would do this is you would tie this into a hotkey or something like that eventually. But for the start of this, we're just going to show you how to set these up. Basically, your primary camera, your background one here, would be enabled, and then you would disable these two, and then you would flip it the other way around, something like that. So right now we've got that background camera disabled. I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to transform fit to screen, right? Fit to screen just fills your window, right? But we want to go bigger than that. So we want to go, moving the wrong one again. We want to go over here. We want to go way out there, right? So already I'm creating this like crazy zoom effect. We want to go way out here. This is going to be like a super zoom. Let's go bigger. We're going to go even bigger. Super zoom, and you're gonna get descaling. You're gonna get all kinds of crazy pixelation and stuff because you're way overexposing your camera here. But this is for the fun of the trick, right? So I've got a super zoomed version of my camera here right now, and I could be doing whatever I want. I could be like, what, right? If I wanted to do that, that's a pretty simple strategy. But when you want to add in this second camera to it, this little one, right? You can take this guy and basically zoom him just about half the size. And then what we're going to actually do is we're going to crop him down to just cover our face like this. So now we have a kind of, like I said, kind of this like double effect, whatever you want to kind of do, Instagram-y. I've seen it done on like media posts and different things like that, but it just gives it a different like little strategy to it. Then you can even blow this one up a little more. I think blowing this one up a little more would be good, actually. Like something not quite that much, because that's the same size. We don't want to go that far. Back down a little bit. Down, back down, back down. Something like, that's still pretty close to the same size. Come on. There we go. Something like that, where we're kind of just a little bit different. It gives it a little bit of a variance in size. And then, like I said, we would tie these into a hotkey to where we could just kind of have our main camera on and then flip these two on to be doing something else, right? And kind of just give it a little bit of a glowy effect or something where you can kind of have your face all over the place, right? And then flip it back. So you actually have like a primary, then you have a zoom one, or a zoom one, and a zoom two, right? If you were to be looking at it that way, however you wanted to arrange those. But that's really all there is to it. Zooming is a very, very easy feature. Now, in order to automate the enabling and disabling of these different sources, you should be using either Touch Portal, Stream Deck. You can use Logitech G keys or something like that, or a hotkey of some kind to enable and disable different sources. Now that we have those kind of set up, we want to set up these hotkeys, and we're just going to use global hotkeys for the scenario, but we're going to go to File, Settings. If you go down to the hotkey section, you're going to see automatically that the scene that you're on is typically going to be right here that you're working with, or your scene name, right? That's the scene that we're working with, right? So basically, you just want to, since we want to enable, disable both of these, or if you wanted to do like a single zoom, double zoom, or something like that, you could change the hotkeys. But I'm going to pick randomly F6 for this, right? So I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to do F6 across the board, because since I have the two disabled and the one enabled, what I'm going to do is I want it to just show or hide all of them just to do that quick flip. So I'm going to hit apply, go to OK, and then all I have to do on my keyboard here is hit F6, and we've got our zoom effect, hit F6 again, and it's back. And there you go. That is your quick like, bruh moment or something like that. However you want to set that up, or be like hype, or, whatever you're trying to do, kind of thing like that. Another thing that you could tie in here is if you wanted to go in and add you could possibly go in and add a filter. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try this here. Go into color correction. I'm afraid that if we adjust the opacity here, it's going to adjust it for all of them. Yes, it adjusts it for all of them. So that's not going to work. So in this solution, opacity is not going to really work for us, but that's an even more interesting looking effect. I'm still looking for a solution that would work with applying different filters to these scenes. But when I come up with that, maybe that'll be in another video later. So I hope this quick tutorial was a solution that works for you, and that this video worked out in your favor. If you liked the video, please thumbs up. Let YouTube know that I'm creating good content that you guys are enjoying. If you liked it that much, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I would much appreciate it. If you're not, that's okay. We'll check you in the next one. By the way, I do, as mentioned earlier, I do stream on Twitch, and you can check me out on my Twitter anytime. Links right here at the bottom of the video, also down in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll check you next time.